Fire sending guests into the street. The flames broke out at the Park Lane Hotel on Central Park South. Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu is live at the scene there. And Janice, you just spoke to the FDNY.
Yeah, I did. And, you know, looking behind me, things probably look a lot different than it did earlier. Things cleared out actually in the last half hour or so. And we're told that the guests are allowed back in their rooms and Central Park South is actually back open. So I did talk to the FDNY chief and he tells me that this was a duct fire. Contractors were actually doing work on the second floor kitchen and that fire spread to the third and fourth floors. Luckily, there's no guests on those floors. All the guests are up higher on upper levels. Guests say they didn't know what was going on, but they could smell the smoke and hear the fire alarm going off, some getting up out of bed and just coming downstairs because they had no idea what was happening. And I was in the lobby of the hotel for a little bit and it definitely smells heavily of smoke. And the chief actually says it's because of because this was a duct fire. He says just some of the smells, you can smell the grease, and he just says that it makes for a very unpleasant smell. And there was also quite the response here. You know, Central Park South was closed. There were a lot of fire trucks out here. And the chief says that there's usually a large response like this one when the building has so many floors.
We deploy our units in this building because it's so high. We had them at intermediate levels. And what we do is we search each of the floors, stairwells, and elevators. And that's what happened here. So we had through a lot of units to that. And, you know, fortunately, we checked numerous rooms that people called. But again, nobody was in distress, thankfully.
And yeah, no one was hurt, so that is the good news. There was one person, one of the guests, who did complain about possible smoke inhalation, but we are told that that person refused treatment and they are doing okay. Live